All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the second half of our doubleheader now. As we wrap up Week 6 with our Monday night game, it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Chiefs come in at 3-2, trailing the Chargers and the Seahawks in the AFC West. The Raiders are at the bottom of the AFC West with a 1-4 record. They won this division 3 seasons in a row, but they're having problems here this season, off to a 1-4 start. Maybe they can start turning things around. Let's take a look at the standings. Gracie is now 31-29, 2 games over 500. She's taking the Raiders in this one. Misty is 34-30, 4 games over 500. She's taking the Chiefs. And Evil Dad is 43-35, 8 games over 500, and he's taking the Chiefs as well. If you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. All right, let's head out to Allegiant Stadium in Vegas for this one. Raiders-Chiefs here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders on Monday night. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. The Chiefs at 3-2. The Raiders at 1-4. An AFC West battle. Under the lights on Monday night. The Chiefs will get the ball first. The Raiders will kick off. Skylar Rory will kick. It'll be from the 2-yard line on the return for the Chiefs. Number 81, Francis Floyd, bring it out to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Chiefs will have it, 1st and 10. Led by their starting quarterback, Corey Morris, in his second year out of LSU. The Chiefs are currently, like I said, trailing the Chargers and the Seahawks here in the AFC West. Kansas City with the ball first at their own 25-yard line. As we wrap up Week 6 with our Monday night game. The handoff to Vaughn Manning, tries to get outside, and Manning down to the 30-yard line, a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Chiefs. Vaughn Manning in his 8th year out of Hawaii. On 2nd and 5. The handoff to Manning, and Manning gets out to the 36-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 6, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. Opening drive of the ball game. On 1st and 10, Kansas City. They hand off to Manning. And Manning picks up 4 out to the 40-yard line to bring up 2nd and 6 for Kansas City. Opening drive of the ball game. A rematch of last season's AFC divisional playoff, won by the Chiefs in an upset. On 2nd and 6 from the 40-yard line, they hand off to Manning again. And Manning out to the 44. And that'll be a gain of 4 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Chiefs. Opening drive of the ball game. And the Chiefs face a 3rd and 2 at their own 44-yard line. 4 wide on 3rd down. Morris Fakes the handoff. Throws and caught. No, incomplete. Tom Kerwin couldn't hold on. And that's going to bring up 4th down. And Kansas City's opening drive will stall out at their own 44-yard line. Back to punt, Kenneth Arnold. And Arnold will get the punt away. It'll be inside the 5 and rolls into the end zone. Touchback. Raiders will have it at the 20-yard line. Raiders starting quarterback Ryan Pearson in his 5th year out of Washington State. He spent 2 years as the starter. He was the backup for 2 seasons behind Cam Ward, but then they made him the starter again earlier this season when they got off to a rough start. 6:01 left to play in the first quarter. First and 10 Raiders from the 20-yard line. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson looking. Pearson throws and caught. Antonio Abrams all the way out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 20. Abrams in his 2nd year out of LSU. That'll be a first down for the Vegas Raiders. And we have an injury timeout as somebody got shaken up on the play for the Raiders. With 5:55 left to play in the first, no score. First and 10 Raiders at their own 40-yard line. Raiders come out in the I formation. Pearson hands off to the running back Orlando Cousins out to the 50-yard line. A gain of 10, and that'll be a Raider first down. So the Vegas Raiders have moved it out to the midfield stripe with 5:36 left in the first quarter. No score. The Chiefs had to punt on their opening possession. On first and 10, Pearson hands off to Cousins around the outside. Cousins down the sideline, a big gain down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 23 for Orlando Cousins in his 7th year out of Louisiana Tech. And that'll be a first down for the Vegas Raiders. $5:10 and counting. Here in the first quarter, they have 3 to the far side. Pearson in the shotgun. Abrams in motion. Pearson looking. Pearson takes off. And he's got the first down and more inside the 10. Ryan Pearson down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 21. First and goal for the Raiders at the Kansas City 6-yard line. Raiders trying to turn their season around. 1-4. And I think these two teams played earlier in the season, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. I am. No, they played back in week 2. And Kansas City won 28-10. Cousins around the outside. No gain. It'll be second and goal from the 9. Luke Crosby came up, made the tackle, number 31. The 8th-year safety out of UNLV. It'll be second and goal from the 9-yard line. So this is a rematch from week 2. Second and goal from the 9. In the I formation, Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Cousins, and Cousins goes nowhere. He's going to lose a yard. Back to the 10-yard line. Leon Holmes on the tackle. The 6th-year linebacker out of Arkansas. And that'll bring up third and goal from the 10-yard line. The Chiefs had to punt on their opening drive. This is the Raiders' opening drive. And it's third and goal from the Kansas City 10. 3 wide to the far side. Pearson in the shotgun on third down. Abrams in motion. Pearson looking. In trouble now. Rolls out. And Pearson's going to take off. Touchdown, Raiders. A 10-yard touchdown run by Ryan Pearson in his 5th year out of Washington State. And the Raiders take a 6-0 lead. And now Cody Foster, the 4th-year kicker out of Stanford, will come on for the extra point. And for the PAT, Foster. The kick is up. And it's good. The Raiders lead at 7-0. 3:30 left to play. Here in the first quarter, live from Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada. Our Week 6 Sunday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Raiders lead at 7-0. And now the kickoff by Rory from the 4-yard line, bringing it back for the Chiefs, number 84, Isaiah Chambers. And Chambers brings it back out to the 33-yard line. And that's where the Chiefs will take over, 1st and 10. 3:25 left to play here in the first quarter. Raiders up 7-0. Chiefs at 3-2. The Raiders at 1-4. We'll look at the AFC West standings up to the minute right after this play. On 1st and 10. They hand off up the middle to Vaughn Manning, and Manning, a big gain out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 15 yards. First down. AFC West right now, the Chargers are at 4-2. Seattle's at 4-2. And the Chiefs a half game back at 3-2. Denver 2-4. And the Raiders at 1-4 on the season so far. On 1st and 10 from the Raider 48-yard line. Morris hands off to Manning around the outside. Picks up 2 out to the 45-yard line. Tommy Hill, the safety, came up, made the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. 2:40 and counting here in the first quarter. Morris hands off to Manning around the near side. And he gets out to the 42-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4, a 2-yard gain. I'm sorry, gain of 4 yards. As we're coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Big 3rd down for Kansas City. 3rd and 4 from the Raider 42-yard line. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws deep and incomplete. The intended receiver was number 85, Rashard Swift. He couldn't hold on. He was well covered. And that'll bring up 4th down. It'll be 4th and 4. Kenneth Arnold back to punt for the Chiefs with 1:58 left in the first quarter. Arnold gets the punt away, aiming for the sideline, and it's out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So the Raiders up 7-0 will take over. $1:54 left on the clock. Our Week 6 Monday night game to wrap up the week. First and 10 Raiders from the 20-yard line, 3 to the far side. Pearson in the shotgun. Abrams in motion. Pearson looking. Pearson rolls out, and he's going to take off again. They flushed him out of the pocket several times, and he gets down to the 39-yard line. And that'll be a first down for the Raiders. a big gain. 24 yards on the carry. 1st and 10. .135 and counting here in the first quarter. Raiders come out, 3 to the far side. Pearson in the shotgun. In motion is Abrams once again. Pearson takes the snap, looks downfield, rolls out, and has to throw it away. Incomplete as he got nailed while trying to throw. That'll stop the clock with 1:16 left in the quarter. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line. Raiders come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Pearson in the gun. Pearson hands off to Orlando Cousins. And Cousins picks up 4 to the 42-yard line. Young Twin in the house. Good to see you there, Young Twin. Welcome into Jammin' Sports. We're in week 6, our Monday night game to wrap up the week. Raiders lead the Chiefs 7-0. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Pearson looking. Pearson rolls out, and Pearson's going to take off. He gets another first down the sideline. Big gain. It's a 20-yard scramble down to the Kansas City 36-yard line. First and 10 for the Raiders. 26 seconds left in the quarter. It was. Good to see you there, Young Twin. Where are you from? In the good old US of A. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson looking, throws down the middle. Caught. Antonio Abrams down to the 13-yard line. Ohio. Jammin' Sports is in Nashville, Tennessee, if you're wondering. At the end of the first quarter, Raiders lead it 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Allegiant Stadium. We start the second quarter. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Pearson fakes the handoff. Pearson throws. Back of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Raiders. Ricardo White. A 13-yard touchdown catch. And the Raiders go up 13-0. Evil Dead is with us. The Vikings beat the Packers 31-24 in the game right before this one. That game is being uploaded to YouTube as we speak. Evil Dead, say hello to Young Twin, a first-time viewer from Ohio. And now the extra point by Cody Foster. Yeah, you're right. Kick is up and good. And the Raiders lead it 14-0. Misty says she's a first-time viewer. Raiders up 14-0 with 7:56 left to play in the second quarter. Here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium. We'll start week number 7 tomorrow night with the Eagles and the Giants. That'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern time. The Chiefs at 3-2, the Raiders at 1-4. The Raiders up 14-0. There's the kickoff by Foster. It's fielded at the 5. Bringing it back for Kansas City is Isaiah Chambers out to the 25-yard line. Evil Dead, you are now 43-35. You're 43. You're 8 games over 500. 43. Misty says hi. You're 8 games over 500, Evil Dead. No, Misty, you're only 4 games over 500. But everybody's over 500. Even Gracie, she's 2 games over. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Morris looking. Morris throws. Caught. Across the middle, making the catch, is Tony Gardner, the rookie receiver out of Temple. 8 yards out to the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2. He wrote Guru there, Misty. Yeah, he wrote Guru. You're the Guru. 2nd and 2 from the 33-yard line. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Raiders up 14-0. Morris drops back, throws near side, caught coming across by Tom Kerwin, the tight end, out to the 41-yard line, a gain of 8, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. Kerwin in his third year out of Oklahoma. So I got Jimmy Jam, that's me, Evil Dead, and also the youngins in here. First and 10 from the 41-yard line, 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws back the other way and caught on the sideline by Vaughn Manning. He steps out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Kansas City trying to get back in this game. Kansas City comes out in the I formation. Morris to Manning up the middle. And Manning 2 yards out to the 49. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2. Tackle made by Cody Neal, the all-pro linebacker in his 13th year out of Oklahoma State. Formerly with Detroit. Kansas City trying to keep pace with the Seahawks and the Chargers. 3rd and 2. Morris looking, throws near side. Caught by Kerwin, he's close, but he does not get the first down. Making the tackle, Nelson Brown, the 4th-year safety out of Georgia Tech. It'll be 4th and inches for the Chiefs. Let's see what they do. If the Chiefs can win this game, there would be a 3-way tie for first in the AFC West. With the Chiefs, Chargers, and Seahawks, they'd all be 4 and 2. Kenneth Arnold back to punt for the Chiefs on 4th down. Gets the punt away. He shanked that one. It's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That's a 23-yard punt. And now Ryan Pearson will lead the Raiders offense back out onto the field. Raiders lead it by a score of 14-0. .5:45 left to play here in the second quarter. I'll tell you who they play next week right after this play right here. Who they play in week 7. Pearson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Clymer in motion. Pearson rolls out, and Pearson's flushed out again, takes off, and gets down to the 36, picks up 10 yards. Ryan Pearson, 81 rushing yards. That's the quarterback. And we're only in the second quarter. Mills came up. Deion Mills made the tackle, the defensive back. Next week, the Raiders play at Dallas, and the Chiefs next week will host Indianapolis. 1st and 10, 4 wide. Pearson hands off to Cousins, and Orlando Cousins only a yard out to the 37-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Under 5 minutes left in the half. 4 wide for the Raiders. Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Cousins. And Orlando Cousins breaks away down the sideline. Cousins all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a 39-yard run by Orlando Cousins down to the Kansas City 24-yard line. And that'll be a Raider first down. Luke Crosby finally caught up to him, made the tackle, the safety. Raiders are dominating this game here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the Kansas City 24-yard line, 4 wide. Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Cousins to the 20. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. Four minutes left in the half. Everybody in tight for the Raiders on 2nd and 6. Pearson under center. Pearson draws back. Looking, rolls out, and he's going to take off. And Pearson inside the 10, down to the 1-yard line. A 19-yard run by Ryan Pearson. He's got 100 yards rushing, the quarterback does, here in the first half. He's right at 100 yards. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. How many quarterbacks rush for 100 yards in a game? How many do it in the first half? In the I formation, Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Cousins. Touchdown, Raiders. And this Raider dominance is continuing. A 1-yard touchdown run by Orlando Cousins. And the Raiders go up 20-0 here in the second quarter. I did not see this one coming. I would have picked the Chiefs in this one. And now the extra point by Cody Foster. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead it 21-0. 3:24 left to play here in the first half. We will have college football for you tonight. We only have 3 games left in our regular season for college football. We'll do 1 tonight. We'll do 2 tomorrow after the football game. We have Washington State at Washington coming up next. And then tomorrow night, after the Eagles and Giants, we'll have Oregon State at Oregon and UCLA at USC. And we'll finally get the regular season done. We'll start the college football playoffs. There's the kick from the 5-yard line on the return. That's number 81, Francis Floyd, out to the 26-yard line for Kansas City. 3:20 left in the half. First and 10 for the Chiefs. Morris hands off to Manning around the outside. And Vaughn Manning picks up 6 out to the 32-yard line. On 2nd and 5 from the 32-yard line. Morris in the shotgun. Morris drops back. It's a blitz. He gets it downfield, and it's caught by Tom Kerwin out to the 34-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Chiefs. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here in the first half. 4 wide for Kansas City. Morris in the shotgun, 3rd and 2. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking, throws downfield, and nearly picked off. They were looking for Kerwin. It was broken up by Dwayne Jefferson, the 5th-year free safety out of Hampton. It'll be 4th down. The Chiefs are lucky that wasn't picked. The Raiders had the old tip drill going on. Kenneth Arnold back to punt again with 2:16 left in the half. Arnold gets the punt away. From the 20-yard line on the return, this is Darnell Smith, the 2nd-year safety out of Maryland. Look at that. Ryan Pearson, 101 yards rushing. That's a quarterback in the first half. I don't think that's ever happened before on a quarterback. Maybe Cunningham back in the day when he was with the Vikings. Those 2 Viking teams that went 15-1 back-to-back, but lost in the first round of the playoffs both times. Pearson on 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Pearson looking. It's a blitz, and he gets taken down back at the 20-yard line, a 5-yard loss. Tackle made by Shane Younger, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Oregon State. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Live from Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada. Our Week 6 Monday night football game here at Jammin' Sports. We wrap up Week 6 tonight. We'll start Week 7 tomorrow with the Eagles and the Giants. On 2nd and 15, Pearson looking, throws, and caught by Peyton Clymer. And Clymer out to the 27-yard line. A gain of 8. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 8. And the Kansas City Chiefs took a timeout. They tried to force a punt. They want to have time to score again, or try to score before halftime. They're down 21-0. 3rd and 8 for the Raiders at their own 27-yard line. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson drops back. Pearson rolls out. He's going to run again. Pearson out to the 37, a gain of 10. At this rate, he's going to have 200 yards rushing. 10-yard gain, first down, Raiders. Ryan Pearson's been a one-man show. On 1st and 10, 4 wide. Pearson under center. Pearson draws back. Looking. He's going to take off again. And across midfield to the 47-yard line, a gain of 16. Another Raider first down. At some point, the head coach is going to have to say, you know what? This is not sustainable. You're a quarterback, not a running back. You're going to get injured. Or worse yet, fumble the ball away. 1st and 10 for the Chief 47. Pearson back. Pearson throws. He's got a man wide open down the sideline. Terry Nelson all the way down to the 13-yard line. That's a 34-yard gain to Terry Nelson, the former Ram, in his 14th year out of Wisconsin. He also played a season for the Falcons last season. 12 years with the Rams, a year with the Falcons, and now in his first year with the Raiders. First down, Raiders at the Chief 13-yard line. 48 seconds left in the first half. Pearson under center. Pearson drops back, throws, dumps it off to Nelson again, down to the 6-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3, and the Raiders take a timeout with 43 seconds left in the first half. Second and 3 from the 6-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson looking. Pearson rolls out. He's going to take off. What else is new? Touchdown, Raiders. His second rushing touchdown of the night. Ryan Pearson. And the Raiders go up unbelievably 27-0 on Kansas City. It's a beatdown led by Ryan Pearson, the 5th-year quarterback out of Washington State. This is a beatdown of biblical proportions. Cody Foster will come on for the extra point. Foster for the PAT is up and good. 28-0 Raiders with 38 seconds left in the half as the beatdown in the desert continues. The Chiefs, they've done next to nothing. I think they only have 1 first down. Maybe 2 at the most. A 4-touchdown lead by the Raiders, and we're still in the second quarter. Skylar Rory will kick off, the rookie out of Maryland. There's the kickoff by Rory. From the 7-yard line on the return, this will be Isaiah Chambers again out to the 29-yard line. Well, the Chiefs have 34 seconds to get a score, or try to get a score. The Chiefs had it first. The Raiders are going to get the ball to start the second half, up by 28. 4 wide for Kansas City. Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Morris looking, throws down the middle, and caught by Kerwin. And Tom Kerwin out to the 40, a gain of 11. And the Chiefs take a timeout with 29 seconds left in the half. They have 1 left. 1st and 10. Kansas City at their own 40-yard line. Chiefs trying to get on the board before halftime. I mean, this is a beatdown. This is an embarrassment. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking. Throws underneath to Kerwin. Across midfield. to the 48-yard line, a gain of 12. And Kansas City takes their final timeout with 23 seconds left in the half. 1st and 10 Chiefs at the Raider 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking. Morris throws deep. Incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 19 seconds left. He just threw that away downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Four wide, 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Morris looking. Morris rolls out. And Morris just throws it away. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 10. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Morris in the gun. Kerwin in motion. Morris steps up and throws it away. And that'll stop the clock with 8 seconds left. It'll be 4th and 10. Kansas City at the Raider 48-yard line. Kansas City will probably punt. They will. Kenneth Arnold back to punt yet again. Gets the punt away. And that's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. 3 seconds left. The Raiders will probably just take a knee. And we'll go to halftime. Raiders in control, up 28-0. A first half beatdown by the Vegas Raiders. Yeah, Pearson's going to take a knee and go to the locker room. There's the kneel down. Halftime. Halftime score, Raiders 28, Chiefs nothing. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada. Our Week 6 Monday night game to wrap up the week. The Raiders are up 28-0. That's not a typo. And they get the ball first to start the second half from the 3-yard line. Bringing it back for the Raiders. Number 29, Willis Hines, the rookie out of Nebraska, out to the 30-yard line. And somebody got shaken up for the Chiefs. That's their kicker, Brandon White. Just when you thought things weren't bad enough, the Chiefs lost their kicker on the kickoff. Wow. Not that they've needed him tonight other than kicking off. On 1st and 10, Pearson back to throw. Throws it deep downfield, jump ball, and it's caught by Antonio Abrams at the 26-yard line. He just threw it up there. 44 yards. That flips the field. Antonio Abrams, in his second year out of LSU, he outjumped 2 Chief defenders and came down with it. Wow. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Kansas City 26. This one's already a beatdown. It's about to become a rout. 1st and 10. Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Cousins. And Orlando Cousins out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. The tackle made by Marion Keith, the second-year safety out of Louisiana Tech. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 24-yard line. Raiders come out, everybody in tight. Pearson under center. Pearson drops back. And Pearson got nailed as he threw, incomplete. Westbrook came around. Number 58, Carlos Westbrook, the third-year linebacker out of Northwestern. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Raiders at their own 24-yard line. Raiders up 28-0 here in the third quarter. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson draws back. Pearson rolls out. Pearson in trouble, takes off. And Pearson out to the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 yards. And the Raiders are going to have to settle for a field goal. Cody Foster will come on. This will be a 36-yard field goal attempt. Nope, they're going to go for it. Raiders on 4th and 2 from the Chief 19-yard line. 3 to the far side. Pearson in the shotgun. Pearson going to take it himself. Calls his own number again inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. Ryan Pearson, the quarterback, has 150 yards rushing. The quarterback. That's a 13-yard gain right there. I need to look up what the quarterback rushing record is. 1st and goal from the 6. Pearson under center. Pearson rolls out, and Pearson calls his number again, down to the 5. A gain of a yard, be 2nd and goal. Randall Cunningham. Sim season number 11 for the Vikings. 121 yards rushing. So Pearson has the new record. 2nd and 5 from the 5. He's at 150 right now. Pearson, play action. And he's going to get sacked back at the 13-yard line. A loss of 8. It'll be 3rd and goal back at the 13-yard line. Leon Holmes, actually it was Crowder on the sack, number 57. Actually Shane Younger on the sack in his 2nd year out of Oregon State. 3rd and goal for the Raiders at the Kansas City 13-yard line. Five, 10 and counting. Raiders come out 4 wide. Pearson in the shotgun, 3rd and goal. Pearson looking. Pearson throws. Caught. Touchdown. Peyton Clymer, a 13-yard touchdown catch. And this one is turned into a rout. Clymer in his 11th year out of Tennessee. And the Raiders go up 34-0. That is not a typo. This is a beatdown. It's bad enough that their quarterback has run for 150 yards. He's set a new quarterback record, rushing record. But you're getting beat 34-0. And now Foster for the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And good. Raiders lead at 35-0. 4:57 left. I did not see this one coming. The Chiefs at 3 and 2 are supposed to be better than this. And the Vegas Raiders at 1 and 4 aren't supposed to be this good. Live from Legion Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada, our Week 6 Monday night game. It's a rout. Raiders up 35-0, and we still have a whole quarter and a half left. This could get even uglier. There's the kickoff by Rory. From the 7-yard line, over the 20, 25. On the return, Isaiah Chambers out to the 29-yard line. We have college football after this. It'll be Washington State at Washington. Tomorrow night we'll start Week 7. And we'll also finish up the college football regular season with a college football doubleheader. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Morris hands off to Manning. And Vaughn Manning out to the 33-yard line, a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Clock is moving. 4:35 and counting here in the third quarter. Raiders up by 5 touchdowns. Morris in the shotgun on 2nd and 6. Morris to Manning. And Von Manning breaks through. And Manning all the way down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 15 yards. And that'll be a Kansas City first down. Raider defense playing a little bit back now with a 5-touchdown cushion. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at their own 48. Everybody in tight. Morris under center. Hands off to Manning across midfield, and Von Manning out to the 44, gain of 9, tackled by Tommy Hill, the third-year defensive back out of Nebraska. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. Three to the near side. Morris in the shotgun, 2nd and 1. Morris to Manning. Manning gets hit in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 3 yards. Hendricks on the tackle. Thomas Hendricks, the third-year defensive end out of Jacksonville State. That'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Chiefs at the Raider 46-yard line. 4 wide for Kansas City. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking, throws to Manning in the flat, and he gets taken down. A loss of a yard. Raylan Smith, the second-year linebacker out of South Florida, on the tackle. Kansas City has not converted on 3rd down all night. That was their 5th attempt. They're 0 for 5. It'll be 4th down, and Kenneth Arnold will probably come in to punt once again. Yes, he does. He's getting a workout tonight. Arnold gets the punt away, and that's going to drift out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Boy, that was a 19-yard punt, or as Evil Dead would say, quality. Ryan Pearson, he's at 151 yards rushing on the night. He also has a couple of touchdown passes. He's run it in twice himself. He has set a new single-game quarterback rushing record already here in the third quarter, 151 yards rushing. A record that has stood for 26 seasons. 1st and 10 from the 29. Pearson in the shotgun. Abrams in motion. Pearson looking. Pearson in trouble now, and he's going to get sacked. That'll be a 7-yard loss back to the 22-yard line. Trying to see who the sack was made by number 73 for the Chiefs. That was Wyatt Moore, the rookie out of Tennessee, the defensive end. It'll be 2nd and 17 for the Raiders back at their own 22-yard line. 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Raiders up 35-0. Misty has said goodnight at 9:03 Central Time, if you're playing at home. Pearson in the shotgun on 2nd and 17. Pearson throws, caught underneath by Peyton Clymer, out to the 33-yard line, a gain of 11. And that'll make it 3rd and 6. That makes it 3rd and manageable for the Raiders. As we're coming up on 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Raiders up 35-0. Pearson in the shotgun on 3rd down. Pearson draws back. Pearson throws deep downfield, and incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Abrams. Mills broke it up. Deion Mills, the 2nd-year defensive back out of Minnesota. And the Raiders will punt, something they haven't done a whole lot of tonight. Skylar Rory will come on to punt, only for the 2nd time. Rory gets the punt away. From the 17-yard line on the return, Francis Floyd out to the 21-yard line. Floyd in his 4th year out of Notre Dame. 35-0. The Vegas Raiders lead it with 1:35 left in the 3rd quarter. Kansas City will have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. Chiefs come out 3 to the far side. Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Morris throws quickly, caught by Kerwin, and Tom Kerwin out to the 35, a gain of 14 yards, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. 1:20 and counting here in the 3rd. Chiefs at their own 35-yard line. Morris under center. Morris hands off to Manning. Manning picks up a yard to the 36-yard line. Vaughn Manning in his 8th year out of Hawaii. Under a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Single back, Morris under center on 2nd and 9. Morris drops back, throws, dumps it off underneath to Zach Ryan, the tight end, out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 3. 30 seconds now left to play here in the 3rd quarter. And the Chiefs face a 3rd and 3. Everybody in tight. Morris under center. Hands off to Manning. And Manning's not going to get there. A gain of 2 to the 44-yard line. Jason Law, the 10th year defensive back, on the tackle. It'll be 4th down. But more importantly, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Raiders up 35-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada. We start the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at their own, or 4th and 1 for the Chiefs. They're going for it. Morris looking, throws, and caught for the first down is Tony Gardner, the rookie out of Temple, out to the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, and that'll keep the Kansas City drive alive. Raiders up 35-0. Kansas City trying to avoid a shutout. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun from the Raider 49. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking, throws, and caught underneath by Zach Ryan to the 41. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Kansas City may score, but they're not going to win this game. Raiders are going to be 2 and 4. The Chiefs are going to be 3 and 3 when this game's over. 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris, it's a blitz. Morris, he's going to get sacked all the way back at the 44-yard line. A loss of 14 yards. Cody Neal on the sack, the linebacker. The all-pro linebacker in his 13th year out of Oklahoma State. Spent 12 years with Detroit. In his first year now with the Raiders. It'll be 3rd and 16 for the Chiefs, back at their own 44-yard line. 6:54 and counting. Raiders would love to get a shutout against their arch nemesis, the Kansas City Chiefs. 4 wide for Kansas City. Morris in the shotgun on 3rd and 16. Kerwin in motion. Morris back to throw, throws deep downfield and overthrows his intended receiver, Isaiah Chambers. It'll be 4th down. 6:31 left. Fourth and 16 for Kansas City. They're going to go for it. Down by 5 touchdowns. You kind of have to. Morris in the shotgun, 4 wide. Morris looking. Morris throws, and it's knocked out. Jason Law knocks it down, incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs. The Raiders will take over at the Kansas City 44-yard line, up 35-0. The intended receiver was Tony Gardner, incomplete. This has not been a good game by Kansas City, by any metric. First and 10 for the Raiders. Pearson comes out. He's at 151 yards rushing on the day. The quarterback is. That's astounding. Raiders come out in the eye. Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Cousins. And Orlando Cousins picks up 4 to the 41-yard line. Luke Crosby, the safety, is there for the tackle. Clock is moving. 6:10 and counting. On 2nd and 6. 4 wide. They hand off to Cousins. And Cousins picks up a first down inside the 30. Down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Raiders. 5:35 and counting. We have Washington State at Washington coming up next. College football for you. 3 wide to the near side. Pearson in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Pearson looking. Pearson throws deep. And incomplete. They were looking for Antonio Abrams. Abrams was out of the end zone anyway. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 Raiders at the Kansas City 29. 5:15 left. Misty said goodnight for the second time at 9:11. No, you said it a few minutes ago. At 9:03, I said it out loud. Pearson takes off on 2nd and 10, adding to his total. Down to the 8-yard line. That was a gain of 21 yards. He's at 172 yards rushing on the day. Ryan Pearson, the quarterback, has 172 yards rushing. He adds to his new record. Blew away the old record of 122. First and goal from the 8-yard line. By 50 yards, he's broken the record. Everybody in tight. Pearson under center. Pearson hands off to Cousins. And Cousins is in for the touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run by Orlando Cousins. And the Raiders go up 41-0. You heard me right. This is a shellacking. And now Cody Foster will come on for the extra point. If you're the Chiefs, you want to burn this tape. Foster for the extra point. It's good. Raiders lead at 42-0. There's still time for them to score again. 4:44 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Live from Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada. Week 6, our Monday night game. We thought this might be a good game, as it's a rematch from a playoff game last season, but the Raiders are extracting some revenge from that playoff loss. They lead at 42-0. It's going to be a fun time in Sim City tonight. There's the kickoff. From the 5-yard line on the return for the Chiefs. This will be Isaiah Chambers out to the 25. Well, the Chiefs have 4 minutes and 40 seconds to try to get a score to avoid the shutout. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, we'll start Week 7. It'll be the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants from MetLife Stadium. Four wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Morris looking. Morris rolls out. Throws downfield. Is picked off by the Raiders. Intercepting the football, Nelson Brown, the fourth-year safety out of Georgia Tech. And now the Raiders are set up for another score. This one is just unbelievably bad for the Chiefs. Everything that could go wrong for Kansas City has gone wrong here tonight, as the Raiders lead it 42-0. You heard me right. If you're just joining us, the Raiders lead it 42-0. Orlando Cousins, some highlights. He's got a couple of touchdown runs tonight. As we're showing them to you right now. This is not a typo coming up. Raiders lead it 42-0, 4:33 left. And coming off the pick, the Raiders have it at the Kansas City 35-yard line. The big story, though, is Ryan Pearson, the quarterback. The quarterback now has rushed for 172 yards in this game. A new quarterback record. 4 wide. Pearson hands off to Cousins around the outside. And Orlando Cousins down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clock is running. 4:20 and counting. The Raiders will be 2-4 when this is over. And the Chiefs are going to be 3-3. 4 wide for the Raiders. 2nd and 5. Pearson in the gun. Pearson hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins to the 24-yard line. A gain of 6, and that'll be another Raider first down. As we're now under 4 minutes left in regulation. I smell overtime. No, that's not what I smell. I smell the Chiefs' offense and defense. 1st and 10, 4 wide. Pearson in the shotgun at the Chief 24. Pearson looking. Pearson throws down the middle, and it's picked off. Wow. The Chiefs pick it off at the goal line. That's the only thing Pearson's done wrong tonight. Melvin Keith picks it off. The second-year safety out of Louisiana Tech. So it remains a 42-0 ball game in favor of the Raiders. They were looking for Peyton Clymer on that one. It was a bit underthrown. Well, Ryan Pearson just showed himself human. He throws a pick. Otherwise, he's having a great day. And now Corey Morris will come back out to lead the Kansas City offense. The Chiefs have just over 3.5 minutes to try to avoid a shutout. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Kerwin in motion. Morris rolls out. Morris is going to take off. And Morris out to the 22-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Clock is moving. 3:20 and counting. This one's all over but the crying. This one's been over since at halftime, to be honest with you. Raiders were up 28-0 at the half. On 2nd and 1, 4 receivers set wide. Morris looking, throws, dumps it off underneath. Caught by Chambers out to the 27. And that'll be a first down. Gain of 14 yards. Under 3 minutes left. First and 10 from the 27. Morris looking. Morris throws outside. Caught. Oh, Manning can't hold on. He simply dropped that one. That was all on Manning. This will finish up week 6. We'll start week 7 tomorrow with the Eagles at the Giants. On 2nd and 10, 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Morris draws back. Dumps it off to Zach Ryan, the tight end, out to the 35-yard line, a gain of 8. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2. Cody Neal on the tackle. The only drama left. Can the Raiders get a shutout? Final play before the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 2. Chiefs from the 35. Morris looking. Rolls out. Being chased. And throws it back across. Dangerous pass, but it's caught along the sideline out to the 42-yard line. 2-minute warning with 1:58 left. It'll be first down for the Chiefs at the Raider 42-yard line. I didn't even see who caught that. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Ryan in motion. Morris looking. Rolls out. Throws underneath. And Manning can't hold on. He had Manning and Ryan sitting right there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the Raider 42-yard line. 1:54 left. Chiefs come out 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Ryan in motion. Morris drops back. Morris throws and knocked away. Incomplete. Broken up by Reese. That's Don Reese, the former Eagle in his 12th year out of Indiana. The defensive back. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Kansas City. 1:50 left in regulation. Raiders up 42-0. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Morris looking, throws quickly, and caught for the first down out to the 45-yard line. Making the catch was Tony Gardner. A 13-yard gain out to the Raider 45-yard line. 1:30 left. Neither team taking a timeout. 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws underneath. Caught by Kerwin. Down to the 38. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. 1:13 and counting. They know the game's over. They're not taking a timeout. 1 minute left. 4 wide. 2nd and 3 for the Chiefs at the Raider 38. Kerwin in motion. Morris draws back. Throws and caught by Zach Ryan down to the 31-yard line. That'll be a gain of 14 and a Kansas City first down. We're down to 35 seconds. Four wide, 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws. Caught by Kerwin underneath. Down to the 24. Gain of 7. Tackle made by Raylan Smith. And I think that's going to do it. No timeouts being taken. Your final score: the Raiders 42, the Chiefs nothing. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. College football up next.